Hi, my name is Dilshad, and today in this video we will gonna learn advanced properties of CSS. Let me first open my Word document and my Visual Studio, my code editor, and create a index.html file. You can name anything whatever you want, and a style.css. But I think I should do CSS in inline CSS. I think inline CSS or in HTML CSS will be more clear too. Let me just hit exclamation mark to get this abbreviation, hit enter and get this. If you want to know that how I get these abbreviation, it is because only of extensions I have downloaded. You can see that I have downloaded many extensions like React for ES7, HTML boilerplate. This HTML boilerplate is responsible for this abbreviation. Control S and open it, right click it and open live server. Open it on browser. Make it half and half for the browser, half for the document. Alt Z to word wrap. So here let me change this name to advance CSS course. Here you will gonna learn every single property of CSS that you know or you should know at least. Here are the essential properties you should at least know and how to use them. First, we have font properties. Let me just create a tag h1 dot font properties. And if you are curious to know that how I get these tags, only because of the HTML extension I have downloaded. I hope you know about the class and the class name. I have given any class name. H1 class name font properties. Here let's font properties. Okay. And here mention a style tag of type CSS, type CSS, Control S, and you can see that here I have in the browser font properties. Let's change it a bit. If I apply these properties, let me just copy and paste it all here. First, let me get this tag from font properties, copy it, dot for the class name, Control V, then font property style. If I change its name, its property like font to font size to 24 pixel. Okay, if I save the changes, you have seen nothing happened because 24 pixel is not very much. Index.html. Why it is not changing? I have used font properties Then why it is not showing? Font size, change its color to black is already. Let's change it to green. Why it is not happening so? To comment it up and let me use the Emmet abbreviation. I don't want that. Typed. Oh, okay. I am forgetting the text word. That's why it is showing me that. Control V / deleted. Okay. Now I think typed text. I think. Now yes. I have to mention text / CSS. Then only it can configure my CSS properties in that tag. So here you can see that I have accessed this tag using CSS selector of using dot then class name to select this property, and in curly brackets I have mentioned the color green. If I copy certain properties like all these properties, what it will gonna show? It will gonna show me errors. Why? You can see. Let me just Control Z and take them one by one. Font family sets the font for an element. Let's just change their this and copy them all. Copy them all at once and paste it here. But first add colon. In front of them. Color and background properties, actually this I have to highlight first. These are the only properties, I think, font properties we have. Let me copy paste it up for you, and here it goes. Font family, the first property we have in font properties, sets the font for an element. Let me change the font to sans serif. You can see that here are very much suggestions for me. By Control S, but first let me open the window Chrome to see the changes. Here you can see font family. I have power added up. Just I have to type sans and it shows me suggestions. Now let's see Verdana Geneva Therma Sensory, and here you can see that font has been changed. If I Control Z and save, here is the original font. And now if I redo it and save, then you can see the font has been changed to Verdana Geneva. Now change font size as the name suggests. It will change the font size. Changes to now here you can see that the font size is of this size. If I change it here to, let's say, 200 pixel, here you can see it is very enlarged. 200 pixel is very large, so make it 20 pixel. Here you can see it has been shortened up. Now talk about font weight. Let's delete this and control space for getting suggestions. I have suggestions like if I choose bold and control save, here you can see nothing because it is already in bold condition. If I change something else, control space to get suggestions, lighter, here you can see it is in lighted form. Previously it was bolded up, but now it is lighted up because of this tag. Also here I can see that how max I wanna font it, how much extent I wanna bold it up, how much it support. I think 800 it should support. Yes, it should support, and it has been bolded 800 of the measurement of the weight. Then we have font style. In the font style, you can have style like italic, oblique, or normal. Let's see if I choose it italic, what it will gonna do. Control S. Here the font has been changed to italic format. Normal. Here it's a normal font. Control space for oblique. Control space for the suggestions. Control space for suggestions. Oblique selects the font that is labeled in an oblique face or an italic face. Let's see what it is. By Control S, saving the changes. Now it's been oblique, the font. What is line height? Let's change it to 4 pixels. I think nothing will gonna show you, but as you can see, it has been shifted a bit upside. You can clearly see if I give it a background color, then I think you're gonna see it more clearly. You can see that a 4 pixel of red color line is been showing you. If I make it 40 pixel and Control S to save the changes, then it will gonna show you 400 pixel of width of a red strip, which you can see, which you can be able to see on this browser, only because of this line height. If I text align this to center, you can easily see that it has been aligned center. But here I don't think that here I should talk about this. And background color also, but I think background color is the name suggests that it will change its background color to that. Here I have used font properties. Alt Shift F, format the document. Background color I have given, but I think it's not a font property, but I have given it to more clearly see the changes what I have changed. So now again make it in bullet points, because if I give you this file, then it will be helpful for you. Then we have color and background properties. So let's take this name and make another property and hide it up, and Control S. So here you can see nothing because we haven't used any tag inside body. We have used tag, but in a commented form. That's why it is not showing anything. If I uncomment this up, as you can see that it's the basic thing, it will gonna show you that tag with the properties. Okay. Close it up and create another tag of h1, let's say, using shorthand property h1 dot color and background properties. Color and background properties, make it small and use this to access this tag, but with a dot to access this. Okay, I think I should, no, it will not gonna work. Color and properties. Okay, if I hit the changes, you can see color and properties. Here I've used h1 tag of class name, color and background properties, and in that I have used color and background properties. Color and background property is the value of this h1 tag with class name the same as its value. Color and property, background properties. I have accessed this h1 tag using its class name, using the dot, then color and background properties, its class name. Now let's take these properties, but first add semicolon in that end for our convenient, as you know that in CSS we have to terminate, we should have to terminate the property with semicolon. Semicolon is the termination ending of the tag we have used. So first property is our color. As the name suggests, it will change your color. Set the text color. Let's change it to green. It will change the color of your tag to the green. Now let's talk about background color. If I change it to, let's say gray, it will be shown clearly. You can see that the green colored text is been surrounded by gray background coming from this background property. If I change the background image of this thing, but how I'm gonna set the background image? I have to use the double quotes and I have to mention an image. For getting an image, let's go to the browser and just image cat. Let's take this image, copy the URL, copy image address, paste it here, Control S, so as I have linked the background image, as you can see, I have written some text here. Let's, okay, now it's fine. Color and background properties. Okay, but let's change to normal text. It will not affect, but I think it will more suitable for your eyes. So here background color is not gray. Here it is nothing gray, because I have mentioned either air image of URL background. If I comment it up, then you can see that here is the color of background gray. But if I uncomment this up, then you can see the image, because image is a superior property than background color gray. If it doesn't work, then it will gonna show background color, but here it works, therefore it will show this image. Here I have picked an arbitrary image from Unsplash. a a cat image. Here you can see, but here not showing properly. So I can use another property of background, that is background size. Let me make it here. If you can see that I have changed the size of this background image to 450 pixel. Here is the height, and if I change it to 200 pixel, here you can see 200 pixel. Three images are merged up. I'm gonna solve this in a later, but here you should know that how background size works. So here 450 pixel is for the width and 200 pixel is for the height. If I delete it up, then it will only gonna take the size of 450 pixel. But also I've mentioned that here I have used height 450 pixels. If I delete it up, then you can see that it is only taking the required amount of space required to show this tag only, color and properties. You are able to see the cat image because I have increased its height to 450 pixel. Therefore you can see clearly this thing. Take it above. Now it's fine. Okay, background color is gray, and the URL background size is 450 pixels, and here is extra portion coming. Let's delete it up, or I don't think delete it, but or not. Let's change it to 250 pixel or see what is happening. So by default the browser does that it is showing this URL image of cat 2 times, and the third cat is of half of color of half of image it's been shown. So to solve this, we can use another property of background repeat. If I mention it to no repeat, you can see there is no repeat. If I repeat it, it will repeat. If I repeat it only X, it will gonna repeat in X. If I repeat it in Y, then it will gonna repeat in Y. If I repeat only, then it will gonna repeat in XY directions. I think I should no repeat it to look good. Here is no repeat, and change its height to 450 pixels, change its width to 450 pixels, and its width to 450 pixels, I think. No, its height. Let's change its width auto and 450 pixels. Its width has been auto and height is 450 pixels. It's 450 pixels. Make it, let's say, 450 pixels. It's a square image. I want a square image, and its width also to 450 pixels. It will gonna create. I have not used this. That's why. Okay, now it's a square image of 450 pixels height and 450 pixel of width, and the background image also 450 pixels. If I change this, then its width gonna 45 pixel and height gonna 450 pixel. So if I change it to back to 450 pixel, it will gonna take whole square image. What if I change it to 45 pixel and 45 pixel, it will gonna take an image of dimensions of 45 pixel of width and dimension of 45 pixel of height, width here, height here. Okay, so if I do repeat now, what are you gonna do? You can imagine if I have repeated up, then it will gonna repeat until it fills all the required grid. So here you can see the required grid of cats to complete it up. If I change it to auto, what I'm gonna do? It's gonna do something to its pixel perfect size. I don't want to do that, so I'll make it back to this and no repeat property and 450 pixels and 450 pixels. So here it goes. So now let's talk about its position. As you can see, if I scroll it up, how I'm able to scroll it? It's only because I have used a div of name, class name test, and here I have given its height 1000 pixels. Let's change its color to green, so you can see clearly. Here is the text, here is the test image. Write it up here, test for scroll view. I think you can't see this, so style it a bit. Font size of large. I think automatically it will gonna take the image, but I think large it will nothing. 45 pixel. I think it will work fine. Test for scroll view. So let's talk about our background also. Background is the difficult topic, that's why it is taking a much time, but it's now going to be completed. Now background position, I'm talking about background position. Let's uncomment it up, and background position I have nothing. Let's first see without any saving the changes. Here you can see that it is showing this, it can be scrollable, but if I but if I do this right bottom position, it will nothing gonna do. So for that I have to change it back to 45 and 45 pixel, then only it will gonna show. So what it does, that I have changed its position from here. Let's uncomment it up. Let's comment it up. Save the change. The position of the cat is here. Now for making it here, what I have to do is make its position right bottom. Then you can see this is coming in bottom. But if I also enter here center, it will gonna do nothing, because it's been confused that is what do you want to do, right, bottom or center. But if I do only center, it will gonna make it center. Now talk about background attachment. In background attachment, if I first see that here it is scrollable, if I change it to fixed background attachment, fixed, what are you gonna do? Here you can see it is scrollable. It is fixed here, hinged here, and after scrolling, it hasn't have any effect on this image. Let's make it 450 pixel and 450 pixel and see how it looks. So if you can see this, how amazing this is looking, overlapping the test div upon it, and it's looking amazing. So now change it back to scroll. Now we're gonna scroll as a visual property. Now see a blur property of it. If I blur it up by 8 pixel filter, blur it up, then you can see it has blurred image. So if you wanted to mention something here, let's 4 pixel blur will be fine, 2 pixel blur will be more fine, and write a div here. Hello. So here is the background properties. So next properties we will talk about later. Thank you for watching. Please hit the subscribe and like button if you like it.